Hey, Camden.
Hey, good morning, Dwayne. How are you?
I'm excellent. You?
I'm not too bad. Just getting ready for the day.
Good.
What are you up to today?
Just came off the road, 3.5 weeks of seminars, non-stop speaking, except for I think one Sunday. So I'm getting caught up around the office. I'm going to the dentist right now, doing what any good professional speaker should do, which is take care of their teeth because people are staring at them all day long.
Yeah, yeah, that's true.
And my computer crashed yesterday. My hard drive went, so I had to go sit with my tech for a few hours and get all that set up, which is like, worse than getting a new phone. It's always a pain in the ass, but that's life.
Yeah, sounds like you have an action-packed day of fun. So.
Action-packed, yeah.
All right, well, I have some questions from the Facebook group that I wanted to ask you, and I was just hoping you have some time to just talk with me for a few minutes.
Okay.
Awesome, so let's get started. So the first question is, when you enter into a dealership to train their staff, what are some traits you're looking for in a salesperson that makes you go like, wow, this specific person really has what it takes to be super successful in this industry?
Okay. There's 5 types of salespeople in any organization, so they're pretty easy to spot once you know what you're looking for. You've got new people, generally not a lot of experience, they're pretty keen, maybe not a lot of training. They're going to hopefully suck up anything that I have to say if they have any kind of ambition, so they're always fun and nice to have around. You have some average performing but sort of complacent people. They're polite. The business is a career for them. They're just not, that driven. So they're going to sort of take in what they think is pertinent. You've got negative people that maybe are average or below average performing, tend to bounce around from company to company. They know a lot. They don't execute anything. And they're generally pretty miserable and negative and blame everybody else but themselves for their problems. Those are the ones I learn how to deal with so they don't cause any kind of a cancerous issue in my workshops. I've got a few techniques to kind of bring them on board, at least make them feel good and not have them want to sabotage me. Then the next level, besides the new hires that I spent some time with, is the people that are just moving out of average. They're above average salespeople. They're looking to maybe become what I call angels, which are the top people in the organization, the top 5% that don't rely on any kind of fresh traffic from the companies. They got their own client base built up, their repeats and referrals. So I probably focus on those, the new hires that are keen, and the people that are looking to get themselves into the next level that are probably been in the company for a number of years. They've got some experience, good things to say. Those are my 2 primary groups. If the angels can love me or appreciate what I'm talking about, it validates my material. Most of my best friends in this business are those people that have stumbled across them and they seem to like what I've got to say, and we share ideas. So that's kind of how I look at it. I mean, you can notice it from their body language, how attentive they are, how much they're listening, the kind of respect they give you or don't respect you, the glint in their eye, how much they keep notes, the kind of questions they ask, the comments they have, the types of suggestions they make. So
you kind of also try to avoid the people that might try to be know-it-alls and kind of take over your workshop.
Yeah, they can be great people outside of the business, but for whatever reason right now, they're not receptive. Maybe something goes on in their personal life. Maybe they're just not into their careers anymore. They don't like where they're at. Those people they can be pretty caustic. Okay,
and you have kind of spoken about those traits before in I believe our first episode, and this next question kind of leads into that, and this is specifically mainly for sales managers or people who would be hiring, and for the sales managers who would be listening to this show, what are some red flags you suggest that they look for when hiring a salesperson so they reduce the odds of them making a hiring mistake that could potentially, damage the image of their brand or the company or customer, the customer relationship that they may have with that company?
Okay. I always say you hire for attitude and you train for aptitude. So a good indication of somebody's going to be with you is kind of what they've probably been in the past. So my answer to that is the interview process, we've got to take our time. We can't set them up with too much information. You have to ask more questions, be very observant in the interview. I'm looking for somebody, not necessarily with high IQ, somebody who's too smart, sometimes talks themselves out of your suggestions, but I like somebody with a big OQ, which is called an openness quotient. We want somebody that's open-minded but skeptical. I don't want anybody naive and too open-minded. I don't want closed-minded people. That generally will show itself in a conversation when you talk about things. Mm-hmm. And then I want somebody with a big EQ, which is an emotional quotient. which is, I can interview for how they handle adversity, how grateful for they are, in things in life, how resilient they are, how quick they bounce back from things. And then I want to interview them on various platforms, the same platforms they're going to have to deal with my clients. So I want a face-to-face interview. I want to have some conversations by text, by email, by video on their smartphones, through social media. I want to make sure they can, speak in all these different types of languages we're all using now with customers. So yeah, skills in the business, any business, that's easy to teach. Nothing's really overly difficult. But if they don't have those basics, I'll Google them. I'll pull them up on Facebook. Ask them for a couple of extra, references while they're there in front of me to see how they deal with me asking for stuff that they didn't plan for before they came in. So, yeah, a sharp manager needs a game plan of attack, and you got to be able to build a lot of rapport with somebody so they kind of drop their guard a little bit and they become them in the interview. But interviewing is a bit of an art, but it's not that hard if you've been trained on it or if you know what you're doing.
Okay, and we are running out of time, but you did say something that kind of just triggered the next question. When you are looking at someone's social media, what are some things that are turnoffs during the hire process that you may see them post? I do it from this perspective. I know their customers eventually are going to be, trying to find them on social media. So, professional image would be great. Some opinions are good. I don't want somebody that's always getting in arguments with people because they'll tend to do that with customers. I don't want anybody that's going to have stuff up that's going to be potentially offensive to any race, religion, age, demographic, social orientation, anything like that. But they still have a personality out there. So that's a bit of a fine line. I'm known to put stuff on my Facebook page, my personal one especially, sometimes LinkedIn, that I'll just put stuff on it without sharing an opinion, just to see the opinions that come back from other people. It's always pretty interesting. So, yeah, it's whatever your beliefs are, or whatever way if you're left or right or up or down or forwards or backwards, I don't care, but it's just more how you conduct yourself in that environment. Awesome, and how you deal with opposing points of views and stuff like that.
That's right.
Yeah. That's a very, very fair way of looking at things. So.
Yeah. Everybody's got their own background, so, whatever. That's not the point. It's exactly what you said. It's how they deal with stuff that's been put in front of them.
Awesome. Well, Dwayne, I know you're busy. I just want to thank you so much for taking this call with me, and we'll do it again soon.
Thanks, Camden. Have a great day.
You too. Bye.
Bye-bye.
How many sales a month do you or your sales team miss because of ineffective skills, stale habits, or bad attitudes? What if you had a secret way to make up just half of those lost sales per month every month? MarinoTV is your secret. It's the #1 online sales training program in the automotive industry, dedicated to building attitudes and skills that result in unstoppable results. Our virtual distance learning is designed specifically to help sales managers, sales professionals, F&I managers, and service advisors increase their production, as MarinoTV offers over 3,000 video sales training chapters for all levels of skill. Let MarinoTV show you step-by-step how to deal with today's educated and transaction-ready buyer in person, on the phone, over live video, or by email. If you're ready to have your sales soar and your stress drop, call 1-888-735-6275 or visit DwayneMarino.com, or buy our books, Unstoppable Attitude, Unstoppable Selling, and Unstoppable Money on Amazon now.